Dum, dum, dum.
So proper continues, bro.
Exactly. Is he left out of the squad? I think, it's gonna... Yeah.
This is the thing that's dumb. He's going to AFCON soon anyway, so what's this about, man?
Yeah. Nah, Slot. Oh, here he is.
Yes.
Horny slut.
It's hard to tell who he means in that situation.
He sounds hurt.
It's hard for me to tell what she means in this moment. To be honest.
And his frustration. Then I should find out exactly
Exactly.
what he said. Guess a little bit if that's not only because he doesn't play.
What is this?
He's just going in circles.
He's just waffling.
Yeah.
Bro, I know you're trying to say without saying it, maybe he thinks Salah wants to leave. Like,
Yeah.
No, but it's because now he's not been playing. He's not played him at all. And apparently he's not got a relationship at all with the coach. So it's a madness. It's a madness. But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is what we're here for. We're here to break down the absolute madness. And we are back yet again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Shin Pad Podcast. Another game week here. I am back. I was out last week. Will did a fantastic job covering. And yeah, as you said in the podcast, man, hopefully you can come and take this again another time and I'll be sat there, innit, bro? That's what I need, to be honest. But yeah, man, how have you lot been? Everyone doing good?
Yeah.
Feeling good. Feeling really hungry, though. I'm sorry it's so random, but I am starving.
We'll get through this as quickly as possible then. Try and get you some food after this. So yeah, man, sweet. Fucking, what's in your Shin Pad, boys? What have you got, Will, this week? You got anything in your Shin Pad for us, or?
Nothing. Actually, no, I did have something physical. It's non-football related, but I just wanted to bring up because it's just a repeated conversation topic I've been having with friends over here. So I've got my earphone case. This has been, let's say, not that expensive. I probably got this for like in between £25-30. Maybe some of the euros. So I've had it for like 1.5 years.
Okay.
And I've noticed this thing, and I'm someone who I love to listen to music, especially when I'm outside. But one of these is within an hour, it's just battery low, and then the other one. And yeah, my issue that I'm having with these is because people always cook me for never having AirPods, and obviously AirPods have been popular for a long time, but I just refuse to spend the money on them because I feel like I could lose them or I would lose them, and then all that money down the drain. So I always wanted to find what's you guys' position on earphones, to go all in on the high end, reliable, long lasting.
You know what? Yeah,
cheap thing.
I'll add this in, and I'll piggyback off of this because I've got mine as well. So I'm gonna say that this is my Shin Pad 2 this week because I've got anything better. But this will be my take. My take is that I think you should go for a good decent one. These are Beats. I've had these for 2 years now.
Nice.
And yeah, they've dropped so many times. A little bit chipped, a little bit as well, but they work fantastically, flawlessly. They charge quick. Still, I don't have any issues with it dying too quickly. Probably I'll charge it like once every 4 or 5 days, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it works for like me going to the gym and doing the stuff after work and things like that. This is not an ad for Beats. I just have to point that out. But yeah, man. I say you should go all in and get like a good one, and then it will last you like 4 or 5 years, and then you won't have to. You've had that for a while though, to be fair. So maybe if you get that again, it'll be worth it. I don't know how much those cost in comparison to the. You can go down a whole rabbit hole here, innit, and start talking about cost, value, all of that sort of stuff, innit? So yeah, exactly, man.
I feel like I have to get a new one already soon. So I'm thinking like, every 1.5 years getting a new one. Like, is that even the right investment?
Exactly. That's what nah.
I will say this. I used to be on the side of just get as long as it works, as long as produce a sound. That's what I used to do. But then I realized the amount of times I'd basically replace them every few weeks or every few months, and I was like, you know what? Let me go for the high end. So I do have the AirPods Pro.
Yeah.
I've had these for about 3 years now.
Oh.
Good charging time as well. Like you said, maybe like every 2-3 days you need to charge it. But I have lost at least 2 pairs of these as well. So it's about how much actually paying to recuperate that. So it really depends. But I would say if it's a case about just wanting to extend your kind of usage, probably go for the higher end for sure.
For
Okay.
sure, no, 100%, man. But yeah,
Okay, cool. Thank you,
that's
guys.
that's us talking about our headphones done. Doing all
Thank you,
that will
guys.
crop up, but that's what's in all of our Shin Pads this week. We've got fucking different brands of headphones.
Yeah.
But yeah, nah, man. Welcome back, boys. Another mad week in the Prem. For some great results. We've still got United to come. They're going to be kicking off in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll start off with the big 6 teams, and there's no other better place for me to start this week than Saturday, the 6th of December at Villa Park. What a great game.
What a game
yeah,
it was.
man. Matty Cash opens the scoring.
Great goal, to be fair.
Great goal. Some maybe were a bit skeptical of what's his name, Raya, in that goal, to be honest, but I'm not sure.
I think it was just very good strike.
I think
Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
Nothing to do with Raya. I feel like Matty Cash, he ran into that space, he took advantage. Eze fell asleep there, but
Yeah.
we'll get into it a bit.
And then man, the halftime comes. You guys managed to get in halftime 1-0 down. You come out and it's guns blazing. To be fair, very very high octane from the start of the second half. Leandro Trossard comes on. Gyökeres comes on.
Yeah.
Yes,
for halftime. And then you guys were trying to go for it. Leandro Trossard pulls one back. Good goal. And
Yeah, he's made a long habit of doing that for us.
Super sub.
yeah,
genuinely.
exactly.
Yeah.
And at that point, you're starting to think Arsenal will pull something back here. They'll go on and win it. And credit to Villa because they put up an absolute fight. And obviously, the onus is on them because they're at home, innit? In that situation. But they put up a massive fight and they were there every step of the way, like matching Arsenal 50-50s, second balls, going in for it. And they didn't stop trying to attack and were trying to win the game. And that's what I feel like pushed them a little bit further than Arsenal on the day. And that winner was testament to what they were doing in the game, just non-stop, not giving up at all.
Honestly.
Bit of a scramble in the box, but they just kept going for it. I don't know what Odegaard was doing there, by the way. I saw a video of him like dancing and stuff like that. There's a video of like
Skanking.
bro, he was just skanking.
You hate to
there
be a
for time.
defender in that moment though, when the
Yeah.
ball's like a
Bro,
pinball.
exactly.
You just want to lash out and
yeah.
just not going anywhere.
Yeah, Timber was on the floor, flipping, in Cappy, I don't know where he was.
But it's always falling to a Villa player though.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Every
No,
time.
every time was dropping to a Villa player. So,
was, man.
yeah, great game. What do you think, Alvin, man? How did that feel? Take us through it, man.
Yeah, you know what? It's funny because before this game in the gym, maybe about 2 weeks ago, we were talking about just like our next coming games, and then when Villa came up, we were kind of hesitant because they've always in the past been our bogey team for sure.
Especially at Villa Park. And yeah, since Emery's been there. But
Yeah,
that
he's
guy.
always got a number. It's funny. It's so funny.
Yeah.
Credit to Villa. I think they've at least been undefeated or won at least the last 13 in all competitions. From
Yo,
what I saw.
mate, it's mad,
So
yeah.
you know what? Fair play to them. I think
They've been on a great run.
If any team deserved to beat us, I think it would have been Villa for sure. Like they literally were at our necks, literally to the final whistle. And as painful as it was just like it just goes to show, like, you know, Gabriel and Saliba, huge miss for sure. I think that goes to show like those two are like probably one of the best defenders in the world.
Yeah, but
And
it wasn't the talk at the beginning of the season. They are probably one of the best.
Yeah.
But it was when it was that. If any of these men drop out, if things drop out, Scare is there. If he drops out, things there. Do you know what I'm saying? And you've got bare centre backs.
True,
You've got
true.
like 100 million centre backs.
And you know what it is? It's funny because like in terms of chances, it's not like we were lacking in any. We had a few chances. I think Odegaard had a few that just managed to fall into was Martinez or Bissot in goal.
Bizot.
Yeah.
Well, no, Martinez was back this game.
So
Yeah,
it's-
Martinez was back this game.
And then I saw like a lot of debate, like if Eze was in that position, like against Tottenham, for example, he would have put that away. But it was just, we just had to kind of take it to the chin, really. It was just like Villa were the better team at the end of the day.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, fair play, fair credit to you for admitting that, man. At the end of the day, it is what it is. But that leaves you 2 points in front of Manchester City now.
Yeah.
3 points in front of Villa. I don't know where they've come from, but they managed to sneak in there.
Blue Sharks are circling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just not our club, isn't it? We'll get into those games for sure.
Yeah.
But
What about Watkins in that game, by the way? He was selling in the first half.
oh, mate,
to be
Watkins
honest.
is one of those most frustrating players, I think.
Yeah.
to see at the minute. I don't know, man. He got his goal the other day in the Premier. You think can maybe kick off from this, but
Brace as
he's
well,
not showing any signs of doing that in his overall play. And they look a better side without him on the pitch.
Exactly.
To be honest, overall they look a better side without him. But hopefully he can get his form back in, and he can give Tuchel something to think about for World Cup because there's zero competition right now. For that
Kane,
spot.
I think only Wolves maybe at most.
I think Kane's
If you're taking Welbeck to a World Cup in 2025, 2026, then you've got some serious issues.
I think Kane's got more goals than all the other English strikers combined.
Yeah, it's
I wouldn't
bad.
be surprised.
It is so bad.
I wouldn't even be surprised.
It is bad.
Yeah.
And he
but
got.
that was a
it is what it is.
proper title race punch. You know, Villa didn't just nick it. They made a statement, in my opinion. Like they're looking good. Obviously they're not the finished article by any means, but they're looking like a very good side right now. Very much in the swing of it, in the pump. And they've climbed up the table so quickly. But the Premier League table is like that at the minute. It could be deceiving. You think you're up there, you think you're in and amongst it, and then one bad result and you're languishing in fifth, sixth.
I think this is the most interesting start to a season.
I think so too.
We've seen for
everyone's
many a
taking
year.
points off everyone. Literally,
Yeah.
one game week to game week,
Unless you're
contenders are
Wolves.
changing.
Oh,
Listen, this
Sorry, guys. So, I was saying, unless you're Wolves.
Yeah. To be fair, but they
Everybody's
might.
eating at
Hey,
the
who
table.
knows, bro? Tonight they're yet to play.
Yeah,
They've got United. I would not be shocked if they got something
I
against
would.
United.
Yes, 7-game win streak. Like,
Come on, man.
That's
United,
screaming for
they're
United loss.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Anything's possible. This United team can make the impossible possible.
Yes.
I've seen on the pod the other day. I was in the Wolves comment section just randomly.
Yeah.
If you see the depression in the comments, it made me feel good to be a Liverpool fan. I was like, wow, I thought I was going through it.
Yeah.
These guys have already accepted relegation, and it's not even Christmas. You know, for the most part.
yeah.
And I know it's a generalization of sorts, but that's, to be honest, this is like a historically bad Premier League team.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
Southampton
not
were
great.
bad the other year, but you know what I'm
This is
saying?
like Derby levels.
Yeah, it is. It is. But hey, again, they are still very early in the season. Who knows? The season's not done yet, so they could turn it around. I don't know. I'm not saying they will. It is possible, and they are playing Man United, so keep saying that.
Win-win.
But yeah, man. Moving on from Arsenal, that's what Arsenal's 18 unbeaten run in all competitions ended by Aston Villa.
It just
there.
feels weird losing again, you know.
Yeah, but it was a bit of a sham unbeaten run, to be honest. Like, we should have beaten you, but we didn't. We should have done. Obviously, that's our fault getting a red card in the game. But yeah, it is what it is, isn't it? Manchester City 3, Sunderland 0.
Yeah.
Goals from Ruben Diaz, Gvardiol, and Phil Foden. City looking good, man. They made a very strong, very robust, hard-working Sunderland team look second-rate in every department, to be honest. It was a very comfortable win for City. They had a couple moments here and there where it was shaky, but
Yeah.
they look strong, man. They're closing the gap as well.
Yeah.
Haaland's being absolutely marked out of games these days. He's got like 6-7 guys on him. It's insane. Which again, it helps free up space for the other players. That's where you see them. Foden start to thrive a lot more now.
Oh, Shirky. Wow.
Shirky, man.
Wow.
And that's why there's
What
a big sort
performance.
of headache amongst FPL managers now, because nowadays the Man City assets that are shining are the guys around Haaland as well, because of this as well now.
Yeah.
And now it's like any given day, just take your pick of whichever player. Someone's
Exactly.
going to get a good haul.
Exactly.
Literally.
Anything's possible. And that's what's we're going to talk about that in the FPL corner, but that's what's making it a bit tough to make those decisions, because it could be any one of them, but any one of them could be benched from game week to game week as well. So good win for City. Their set piece threat has improved a lot as well over the last couple of weeks now. So they're doing things, man. Everyone else is just trying to keep up with them at the minute. Not usually, obviously, I'm saying, but in terms of the rest of the league right now, you need to try and keep up with them if they really want to do something. But yeah, man, they're looking strong. Foden's thriving.
Yeah.
Shirky, that Rabona
Jesus.
assist
Wow.
was fantastic. What did you guys think in general of the game?
Yeah. Kind of following from what you said, like, I guess Sunderland was second rate in terms of City in every department, but it wasn't even like Sunderland played awful. Like, they weren't even bad at all. They actually tried, but it's just City were just that superior.
Exactly.
Just goes to show that Pep, City were never like a lost cause, even if they had like a slow start or whatnot. It was always there's always that in integrity within the team. Like,
Yeah.
you can see every time you play, you watch your team play against them. Like that is almost a fortress of a team.
Do you think that if they were to get in front of you this season, you'd be able to catch up to them?
It really depends on their fixtures. I literally.
But they have to pay everyone, innit?
Yeah.
That's the thing. So
Yeah.
you know what I mean. That you have to.
I
pay
think we
everyone.
could. I think we could because obviously we started them at Emirates. We started them at Etihad actually.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's gonna be a bit techie.
Yeah.
I literally thought about it as we were talking about just before we spoke about this game. It's a hard one. I can't even say for sure. It really, really depends because I know we've been plagued with injuries and I know there's probably still more to come along the way as well.
Yeah. What do you think, Will?
I might go slightly against the grain here, but as much as I still think Man City aren't a lost cause as many people try to advertise them as, but they are definitely inconsistent. I see quite a bit of what I was seeing with last season and thinking were some of their biggest problems. They're still kind of there, if I'm being honest with you. I feel like outside of Haaland on the wings, they are not as threatening as they should be.
Well,
I feel like the defense.
they're starting to prove something now in the last couple of games.
Yeah.
Foden's playing in the 10, yeah, but Doku's been on a good way of form for recently, and that right hand side is the only place where they've been chopping and changing guys. But the mixture of guys that they do have there and the options that they have there that have been utilized, I feel like can give them a strong basis because if you speak about the wings, if we're talking about Arsenal. The guys that they need to follow and challenge with, they don't have their wings locked down either. To be honest, they've got a fantastic winger on one side in terms of Saka, but the other side you can get anyone. Trossard, I saw Eze playing there, Martinelli, Madueke. You know they've got a lot of different players that are playing there. So just as a devil's advocate point, do you know what I mean? Like
Definitely a very, very valid counterpoint. I would say that, but I see with Man City. If nothing else, the one thing that puts me off them is the lack of consistency.
Yeah.
And every Premier League title-winning team, to some extent, has that consistency in them. Arsenal, if I'm being honest, is the one team that I feel like has it in them this season. I don't feel like Man City. For me, like,
but they've built up a couple of results recently, though.
they lost back-to-back games not even that long ago. Barely
was,
less than 2
to be
weeks
fair,
ago.
it was
and now,
because-
quite quickly we're saying, okay, this is the team that can possibly.
Because Arsenal could easily lose back-to-back games. Arsenal, I don't know who they got next.
But
They've got Wolves next.
I think
to be fair,
Arsenal could recover their position though if City took the lead.
Yeah.
I don't see this as the well-oiled machine of previous years.
I agree.
That if they got in front, it's over.
It's over. Yeah. I agree.
I
I
wouldn't
agree.
say.
Okay, fair enough.
But City in the race for sure.
No, 100%.
Yeah.
No lie,
100%.
no lie.
Yeah, you can't discount them, especially if they can drop a couple of these cup competitions. Maybe Arsenal would want to be winning those because they've not won much cups even in the last couple of years either. I'm just saying that Arsenal will be looking at the Champions League desperate to win it. City will probably be thinking if we win it, it'll be nice, but we've done it recently, so we want to be going for that Prem title again, really, to be honest. So if
Does
it
it
depends
mean more?
when it comes what
Does it mean more actually?
for City.
Because they've won a lot more Prems in recent times. But they
I
have
know,
the one,
but I know, but at the same time, right now, if they're in and amongst it, I'd say they'll push for a Prem title more so than a Champions League title. For me, at the minute, I'd rather a Prem title than a Champions League title, 100%. I'll take a Champions League title, 100%. I'm not gonna say I won't, but in terms of like 38 games over the season, winning the league, I feel like that's gonna be like a massive, like, you know what I mean, big thing to have. And they've done it a lot over the. Maybe if you ask a City fan, but from my inner City fan,
Right.
Yeah.
You're an AI City fan, right?
my any City fan, I would rather win the Premier League. Speaking of Premier League winners, though, the current champions, Leeds 3, Liverpool 3. At Ellen Road, the place is bouncing. It kind of makes our result kind of look a little bit better now. But yeah, Hugo Ekitike with 2 good finishes, quick back-to-back strikes to get you guys 2 up in the game, and then kind of fell apart after that, didn't it? Anton Stach with a great finish with the pen as well. Sorry, before that, Calvert-Lewin. What did you think about the pen, Willie Nonto?
This is the thing, and it was one of those ones where
It's a foul in the box. It's not shouldn't be a penalty where you get 10 yards from the goal to shoot. Do you know what I mean? He's going away. It's in the corner. I know exactly what you're gonna say, mate.
it's a terrible decision from Konate. Because
Fairs.
because
What are you doing there? Yeah,
because
true.
Where is Nonto going for you to make that tackle? And then with Konate as well, I don't know if it was the replay, but
That is a great way to spin it. Actually, I was just watching it earlier, and I was thinking, "Oof, these things are mental. How are these pens?" But now we're looking at it. There's no need for him to go in and challenge. He's an idiot.
You've given the referee a decision to make, and I can't blame the referee for doing it. And I looked at Anthony Taylor just walking to the screen. I was like, "Oh, he can't wait to give this penalty, man." And you know what? I'm looking at the replay. I'm like, Konate, are you trying to leave your leg in there as long as possible? On my word, this guy, man. Honestly, I just don't know what the thought process was. This like, are you trying to catch him? Like, there was a moment there where I was like, okay, this is being a perfectionist, but you could almost pull out of the tackle last second when it kind of looks likely that you're not going to get the ball, but he's still leaving his leg in there.
Well, he's heavy. You're
only going to catch Nonto leaving your leg in there.
He's a heavy guy. When you lift up your foot and a concrete block follows with your foot and you're coming up, do you know what I mean, bruv? That's a lot of weight to lift up.
I don't think he should have even slid.
That's what his foot is. His foot is like a concrete block. Yeah. He just can't move it in that.
Absolutely, he shouldn't have slid.
He shouldn't be a footballer.
He shouldn't have slid.
In my opinion,
this guy starts for France, man. He shouldn't have slid.
Starts for France in their qualifiers.
In a World Cup here, in a contract here. Look how he's playing.
Yeah.
He's doing the opposite of what Salah was doing. At least this guy was paying, like, the rent was due. Virgil as well.
No. He's doing the opposite. He's in the mud. But,
it's terrible.
But yeah, man, Slobosly managed to get it. You guys ahead again, 3-2.
Like training
looked like it was gonna be it looked like it was gonna be the winning goal of the game.
No, not to me. I've seen too much.
Of course.
I was never.
And then man, what a ridiculous fight for Leeds to come back not only once but twice in that game.
Right.
Great. It was great work, man. It was great work for them. Ridiculous second half. Yeah, 95th minute. Liverpool defensive issues and game management's questioned again.
Yeah.
Decisions to leave out Salah, a certain somebody, is questioned again. We'll get into that in a second. Ekitike looks a serious threat. Mm-hmm. What do you think between him and Isak?
I've been of this position the same time. I hate the Isak or Ekitike debate because it should, to me, the only question that should be getting asked is how to play them in the same team. I know that the only two strikers there, so it's hard to say, okay, you're going to use your two strikers to start every single game. It's risky, but what I'm seeing now is not exactly risk averse. It's terrible style of football. I've not been a fan of this system for months as a fan, and I've just been of the opinion, Isak, he needs to get a run of games, just regardless of his form. No one's playing well, so I'm not trying to point the finger at you. This is a terrible time for any new signing to be joining a team that's this disjointed. But Ekitike, for whatever, all intents and purposes, he's hit the ground running. I think some fans, even some Liverpool fans, kind of forgot, thinking, he's gone on a several game non-goal streak. But I was like, I watched the games. He's impactful. Comes off the bench or starts. Yeah. I notice him a lot. Isak, if I'm being honest, a lot of times I see him play off the bench or starting.
He goes missing.
Don't see him doing anything, and I feel for the guy because he's not able to drop deep like he can for Newcastle or floating around this and that. And I don't know if that's a tactical issue.
Did I see something about Slot talking about we don't have any players like Jacob Murphy?
Yeah, I was literally about to mention. I was like, because Slot loves a little comedy show in his press conference. He was like, wait, it's good when you're winning the league. It's not good when you're doing this cataclysmic result after result. Man. Stop, man. Read the room a little bit, man. It's not that. This is not the time.
I think even he's being serious as well. That's kind of a concerning comment as well.
It's concerning regardless. To be totally honest.
If only we gave you a little bit more money to spend so you could get a Jacob Murphy profile in the summer, man. Come on, man. It's just ridiculous. And then on top of that, having guys who, in my opinion, Ekitike playing better than most players, he should be starting all the time, but he's not. But the one that who I've said on the pod before, I'm going to have to say it again, Federico Chiesa, he's been saving this guy's job at times, and he can't get a start.
Yeah.
So to me, it's like Cody Gakpo starts no matter what. Ekitike isn't starting. Salah's getting benched for 2 out of 3 games, but Konate playing terribly starts every game.
What do you think of that situation? Now we'll get into it.
Might as well.
The Salah benching.
Might as well.
And the comments that were made by Salah. If you guys don't know, Salah came out in an interview and he said some pretty damning things about Slot and about the higher ups at Liverpool. Seems to be some sort of conspiracy against Mohamed Salah. What do you think?
Well, it's crazy because you know, I'll be honest. I look at how they got into this situation a year ago with the contract running down. Of three like very important players in the team's hierarchy, squad hierarchy, all running down at the same time, and to me it was quite obvious not all three would be able to renew. I think even financially, but you've got Van Dijk and Salah who, age-wise, past their prime. But look, the way they were playing last season was like, okay, maybe they're not literally past their playing prime, but then all of a sudden, Van Dijk, who I think had a decent start to the season, is making more mistakes that I don't associate with a player of his caliber.
Yeah.
Salah not able to be effective like in this kind of new system where he's trying to play different players from the new signings, and Salah can't get into goal scoring positions, and he's on the periphery all the time.
Exactly, and why is that? It's not because of his own doing, in my opinion. It's the system.
It's a tactical issue.
It's a tactical issue that they've switched from what was last season. Very reminiscent of the stuff that Klopp did at Liverpool, where he would have Salah basically operating on the inside of the 18-yard line in terms of the box, just being just on that box edge or inside of it, or maybe 5 yards just to the outside of it, where he's in that situation, that little right 10 pocket, people called it, inside forward position. And him being there, he can influence the game from anywhere, anyhow. In terms of in that position, he can flick a ball in behind somebody. He just needs to be operating in that position to get the best out of him, because he's not going to drag you the ball from halfway of the pitch and bring it up and be a progressive winger or one of these modern wingers where they're 1v1 guys far touchline, like a Pedro Neto or like a Madueke, or
like
a
his energy in those
exactly.
Wants to be like in the more high pressure decisive
areas of the pitch. That's where you need it to be.
And to be honest with you, I think that kind of links back to one of the things he said in that mixed fan zone little presser he did, was about like he felt like certain promises were made to him previously, because obviously it's not even that long ago he signed a new deal to become
6-8 months ago, something like that,
to become like the club's highest ever paid player, what I mean, alongside Van Dijk. So you're looking at that thinking, okay, that level of a contract, literally you think about the types of clauses and agreements will be in there, he's probably thinking, how in the world are you, he's probably even just like flabbergasted. But to me, I don't know with Salah, because it's now bringing up certain things about how he even sees his own form, because I think anyone who's a serious Liverpool fan is going to say his performances have not warranted starting. And I think this has also been one of the big talking points probably amongst most neutral or even rival fans, is why does he feel the entitlement to start just because of his legacy?
I think it's definitely, he's in his head saying, look, you guys can't see that I've been shafted this season in terms of being made to play a position where I'm not going to be able to do the stuff that I should be doing. Yeah, he's still got 4 goals in the Premier League this season. Yeah. He still has a couple goals in the Champions League as well, no? If I'm not mistaken. And he's shown that he can still score. But if you start dropping him now, where else are you getting those goals from in that way? Yeah. So I agree with him. I think he's totally justified, and he's somebody who believes in his ability. You have to be somebody who believes in your ability if you're the person who scored 30 plus Premier League goals. How many different seasons? Who knows? Unbelievable amount of goals this guy scored. And only just last season, 5-6 months ago, mate. It can't be that he's completely fallen off.
Yeah, same. I'm also of that opinion. That's why I'm like, it's nothing but a tactical issue. And I'll be honest with you.
He also said that he used to have a good relationship with the coach.
Exactly.
And somewhere along the line, it's become non-existent.
Yeah.
So if he's coming out and saying it now, for him to be saying at this point, I wouldn't believe that it was just over the last week that it became non-existent. It would lead you to believe that maybe over the last couple of weeks, last month or something, that this is becoming like a proper big issue. Maybe last couple of months. We don't know until the facts come out. And the facts won't come out because Salah saying one side, Slot saying the other side. It's where it gets messy when you do it publicly. Yeah, but I feel like Salah's well within his right to, because he's been shafted, put to the side. And it's not like players have, regular press conferences where they can say what's on their mind. Yeah. Managers do. If you're not starting as a player, you're not going to come out for the press conference. Do you know what I mean? So you can't really speak. You're being silenced in some sort of way.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I hear Salah. I think he's totally justified in that position. I think Slot should have been sacked a long time ago. I'm being so honest with you guys. As soon as in the beginning part of the season, Liverpool weren't winning games. At that point, obviously, it's extremely hard. Liverpool, were winning games and they were just winning a skin in the teeth. But you could see something was wrong. Yeah. When the bad results came, I'd say after the 4th, 5th bad result, he should have been out of the door, because then it opens the door for something like this to happen, where it becomes extremely toxic and the situation can become untenable for the season, where Liverpool could end up finishing like a 15th or something, like what happened with United and these guys. Do you know what I mean? Where that losing mentality just festers.
Yes, it does. Yeah,
and it becomes a thing. Yeah. And for it not to be a thing, and for the way that I'm hearing that Slot is dealing with the situation from Mo Salah, obviously, but from what I can see, his body language in the interviews and in press conferences, it looks like he's dealing with the situation extremely wrong, in my opinion. And you got to get rid of it. It's so much easier. You're even saying like Van Dijk's not performing well. You got other players in the team that aren't performing well. It's so much easier, exactly. And it's so much easier to get rid of the coach and deal with that in terms of managerial setup change and bringing fresh ideas than it is to get rid of how many players you spent so much as well this summer.
Yeah.
And for him to not be able to assimilate with that squad and to find out a tactical system that works without having to go extreme and start benching players like Mohamed Salah, I don't know, man. It seems like he's on pretty thin ice at the minute. He should be, for me, in my opinion. Yeah. Even though he won the league last year. Yes,
I'm not disagreeing with literally anything you said, man.
Because we saw that team. That team was a fantastic team already.
That team was carried by Salah. Let's
exactly.
The last 10 games of last season,
man.
Salah had 1 goal and 1 assist in the final 10 Premier League games. Look at how Liverpool were playing in most of those games. Honestly, only about 1 or 2 games they played well.
Yeah,
in fact, maybe even the Tottenham result was the only time they really.
How many games did you win? I think you won like 3 of the last 10 or something like that.
Barely any of them.
Many draws. I think we beat you. It was poor.
You know,
yeah.
I think you drew.
So and it shows that team as well with Trent, with the players you had at the time, Van Dijk still playing well.
Diaz is pressing.
Diaz pressing massive.
Steffi B missed a lot.
Massive part of your team. And not only just that, but the system was different. Mm-hmm. The system was in my opinion, I don't know how you feel about it. It was Klopp's system. It was the same, very much the same with having Salah inside, having that right back be somebody who's versatile and can go high and wide, but also can come into midfield and supplement, which was Trent. You don't have that profile now. Bradley can do the high and wide. He can't do the inside job as well. Frimpong, he can do the high and wide. No way he's doing that inside job. No way in hell. Even then as well, he's more of a winger as well. He's the winger. That's why he brought him in. You even see it. He's the winger where you want to be playing where Salah's playing. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you want to have Salah inside. So, yeah, it's poor. The situation is looking very dramatic now, which is mental. And yeah, man, it's one of them ones. Leeds said you will never walk alone because they're dragging you back with them. Come back here, Liverpool.
Yeah, what a mess, man. What a mess. And yeah, there's doubts. You know, do you guys think he might leave Liverpool like ASAP?
Salah, or
yeah, because already there's.
He's going to AFCON, isn't it? Yeah, he's going to AFCON. So when he comes back from that, I wouldn't be shocked if
he's saying he's telling his parents to come to the Brighton game.
I saw that.
Yeah, exactly. He said because I don't know what's going to happen and all this stuff.
Exactly. He's like,
but he's not going to play anyways. But he said, I don't care what happens if I play or not. He's going to say goodbye to the fans. Stay tuned, guys. Make sure you come back next week I
don't know if Slot could
to hear how this goes.
The outlash of that, because I think some fans will really start. I think it could get really bad.
Yeah,
if Salah leaves in that kind of circumstance.
These are the types of takes you get on the Shin Pad, guys. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. We need the likes, we need the comments, we need the subscriptions. We're only 2 subscriptions away from 50 subscriptions. Subscribe, you bastards. That was our little quick break for the subscriptions there, but yeah, it's peak for Liverpool. But we'll move on from Liverpool right now to another team that is peak for. Bournemouth 0. Chelsea 0.
Get comfy, man.
Yeah.
You need this as well.
Yeah, and to lose more than 2 points has been great, but you know, credit to Sanchez. I feel like great keeper performance.
Oh my God! And how long have I been saying for a long time? I feel like a lot of my takes have aged well this season. You know,
Just pat yourself on the back, and you know you deserve it because I didn't buy into this whole Sanchez is okay now, but actually
no, me too.
I was saying it for even like before the season started because like there was games where I was looking at and I was just like, bro, we would have lost that game. Sanchez was brilliant, but everyone was afraid to say it because he's been poor previously. He has that bozo moments, So it's just PTSD. So it was like nobody would be able to say he's good because they're so already pissed off at him from previous things. Do you know what I mean? But me, I'm looking at it and I was like, bro, I was like, this guy's been good for a while. Like going back to Bournemouth away last season where he saved the penalty and made like 7 absurd saves, brilliant distribution in that game as well, and won us that game. So he's been fantastic for a while, man, and he definitely saved the game for us this time. And a very tight offside from that Semenyo goal. Again, this game was a very, very, very much reminded me of our first game of the season where we played Palace and it finished 0-0. We just couldn't get anything going. It was such a boring game. It was a hard-earned point for Bournemouth. They did well to sort of slow us down and manage us in those moments. Palmer's back. Some brilliant moments. He has moments where he's just like, wow, you remember that? This guy's an insane player. But other moments where he was very not sharp. You can see that he's not sharp yet. The match fitness isn't there. Against Bournemouth, I'm not sure what it will look like against Everton at home. I'm hoping he could do a lot better because he does like a home fixture for sure. But again, he's there. And even against Leeds, he had that one chance where he wrapped it near post and just about went wide of the post. And you're just like, this guy, man, he just knows how to arrive in those moments. So once it gets clicking, I'm sure we can find our ways. We needed a win here if we wanted to do something, maybe to correct what happened against Leeds, because that loss there set us back so far. But yeah, if we wanted to do something, we should have gotten a win here to maybe set back that. I would have saw this as a good result if we didn't lose to Leeds. 0-0 against Bournemouth, I would have been like, okay, it's a point on the road against a good side. You know what I mean? So it's one you can take here and move on. But not beating that Leeds team and then drawing here, it's not looking great. I mean, at least we didn't lose this game. And what I will say is our defence, when we've got Chalobah and Fofana playing as the centre backs, it looks very solid. We've not conceded a goal with that partnership in 6 games, I think, when those two are playing together. So
I don't even think Tosin was on the bench either. I don't think he was on.
No, he wasn't.
Well,
he wasn't,
yeah.
and neither should he be. He shouldn't have played. You guys have known how much I've been an admirer of Tosin. He's got size 17 shoes.
6'5", yeah.
So how can you have size 17 shoes? Play golf. Use your foot as a golf puck or whatever the hell they call it, golf club. Swing your foot like that. That's what it is. He's got a club for feet. Bro, the guy cannot control the ball. He can't pass the ball. Against Leeds, he costed us single-handedly. Single-handedly cost us that game. Along with Maresca, because why are you playing him? Why are you playing 3 centre-backs? It makes no sense.
I was saying to all last week as well, it's not too late for him to try basketball.
No, literally, it's not too late for real, bro.
London Tigers.
Yeah, that's exactly the sport he needs for them to give him his custom shoes as well. He needs custom shoes.
To be fair, I feel like there is another elephant in the room though. Like 2 of probably Chelsea's most uninspiring performances of the season comes within the Caicedo red card missing games. And obviously I wouldn't say it's like breaking news, but it does raise a question.
But it's without Caicedo and without Andre Santos, because he's not played Andre. He played him in the Leeds game, and then but with the Leeds game he didn't pair him with Reece James. If you're gonna play Andre Santos and Reece, then you're solid. You make up for that loss of Caicedo. Andre Santos and Enzo, hell no. Reece and Enzo, hell no. It's not gonna work. It needs Reece and Andre to be in that midfield to make up for Caicedo. He's still not worked that out, Maresca. I knew this before going into the game, that you can't have one or the other by themselves in that midfield. They're not Caicedo. You need 2 in there. And then you've got Enzo Fernandez pushing up, becoming like a second striker of sorts.
And
he's not influencing the game there.
Is Enzo a undroppable player in Maresca's mind, do you feel?
It looks like it, and he shouldn't be. He should be far from it because we look like we're playing with 10 men at times. It really looks like we're playing with 10 men. Enzo Fernandez has been absolutely poor. His weight of pass. He had a great game against Barcelona. I don't know what it was in that game. Maybe he had to, but he was playing a lot deeper in that game, actually. That's what it was. When he's deeper, he's good. He can find a pass. He can progress the ball quickly. It's just when he gets in front of play, he gets lost in that. You know, when it becomes a bit of a basketball match and it comes a bit back and forth, he gets lost in the middle because he's not fast enough to get back and to get forward in time.
Yeah.
He's not got that athleticism. So he's just lost in the middle. And then you see him in games, you what I call it is what I say is Enzo time, right? Enzo time is where you look at the game, I'm not even joking, you look at the game and you try and find him on the pitch.
Wow.
You can't see him. You can't see him. He's hiding somewhere. And it's worrying, to be fair, for me, because it doesn't even look like we're like when we play against Arsenal, we have some quick movement, passing the ball, moving the ball forward. When we play against these other teams, it feels like we can't do that for some reason. It feels like the coach says, guys, hold the ball as long as you can. You know, Chalobah ended this game on 3 bonus points on FPL. I was happy because I had him in my team. It's because he's holding the ball half of the game, passing it sideways to Chalobah, getting it back from Chalobah, passing it to Sanchez, passing it to Gusto, getting it back, passing it sideways again. And it's just like, bruv, you guys are just probing. And then at the 85th minute, you want to just whip the ball in the box, and that's when you create your best chances. Come on, man. It's so backwards. Just whip the ball in the box. Whip the ball in the box. Get ahead in the game, get your goal, and then pass sideways, backwards all you want. All you want, do it, because then it will kill the game and manage it for your own team. But yeah, 0-0. I think that cements us now as a team that's pushing for top 4. We're not going to be able to win the league at all, not at all. And yeah, man, it's disappointing, to be honest. Just when we're getting Palmer back and we're going into quite a lot of fixtures, I thought we could maybe put some sort of run together. But December has been a historically bad month for Chelsea in the Premier League.
It's like Arsenal's February.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, we historically struggle in December. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully, we can pick up some points in our next games coming up. Who is it for us next? We've got Everton at home. Not going to be easy game. Everton in form.
Yeah.
Everton about 5th right now in the table.
Yeah, another take that I had earlier this season said that they could push for European spaces, and everyone looking at me like, "What are you talking about, man?" I was like, "Hey, look at the team."
Even Moyes is playing down that talk though.
But I know, but this is talk that's coming now. But this was talk that I was saying, like, you know what I'm saying, early on. I just could see in their team they've got a look of a European side. I don't know how to explain it, but with Ndai, Dewsbury Hall, Grealish, Barry, if he can start getting more goals again, because he's been performing well, he just hasn't been able to finish those chances. Garner has been fantastic. Tarkowski, they've got that. They've got some
Pickford
very.
even doing his thing as well.
Pickford's always. Pickford is England's best goalkeeper. We know this. He's been this for a long time, but he just gets overlooked a lot of the time. He's been fantastic. He's been brilliant. He made a couple fantastic saves in this game as well. Actually, we'll get into it in a second. But yeah, going to our last Big Six game of the weekend. Spurs 2, not our last one, obviously. Wolves and United playing right now. But yeah, Spurs 2, Brentford 0. Richarlison getting his goal early. Xavi Simons with a nice pass across the box to get him his goal.
Yeah.
And then Simons with a good goal himself to get the second. Won the ball in the half, drove up the pitch, put it in. Yeah, it was a pretty routine win. First that Spurs have had at home in a long time.
Honestly,
where it's like a routine win. It's not like a stressful one that they're worrying about too much.
Yeah.
Thomas Frank, I felt like this was the one game he's probably kind of had to win in terms of, like, he'd just come from there. He knows every player in and out. He knows the system in and out. He knows the coach in and out. So
you can't lose against your ex, you know.
You can't. The game you have to win. But yeah, man, they were comfortable, in control. I've got not much to say about this game, to be fair. I think we could wrap this one up in like 5 seconds, bro. It was just a standard
Had to win, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but I was surprised though Igor Thiago being so out of it actually, and I just want to say a quick point. I'm so glad for once I didn't. When I don't buy into the hype of someone who's just banging goals every week,
Yeah.
it finally comes back.
Yeah, it's
to
crazy.
I was so close as
That
well.
perspective is actually mad. That perspective, to be fair, because I brought him in like a month ago, 2 months ago, where he just started scoring on a couple of his big points hauls, and I looked at this game and I was like, oh, I'm quite happy with it. Even the last game, I was happy with it because he didn't start against Arsenal,
Yeah.
which was good. I was like, you know what, they're not going to get much in this game anyway, so you're not expecting it. I benched him. I started him in this game and he had a couple chances. It wasn't like he was without it. He had a couple chances. He hit them on target. He had one towards the end where he kind of flashed it towards the near post and hit the side netting. Any other day comes away with a goal there, to be fair. So I'm looking at that. I'm like, yeah, he didn't return last 2 games. 6.5, I think I bought him for something less, probably 6.3. I can't remember. He's been a great asset for me. But it's like when you're looking at it from the outside looking in and you're like, I want to jump on it at this point. Arsenal Tottenham was never the time to buy him.
Yeah.
Don't know who the hell would buy him, and those two when he scored those two. It's Leeds at home now. I think it's a fantastic time to buy him now, 100%.
That's gonna be a good game.
But yeah, man, that's us done for the big 6 for the weekend. We'll go to the rest of the league. We'll rattle through these ones quickly. Newcastle 2, Burnley 1. Guimaraes scoring from a direct free kick, and then the Anthony Gordon penalty, that direct corner, sorry, and then the Anthony Gordon penalty. Burnley pulled back one very late for a penalty through Fleming. He's just scoring every flipping week, it seems, at this point.
9 goals, I think. Easy.
Yeah, it's what's it called? It's looking good for Newcastle. They're starting to pull some sort of not run together, but they're picking up results.
Definitely, yeah.
Still inconsistent at times, but they're showing good quality in moments. And yeah, man, Guimaraes, another one of my FPL buys that I made 2 weeks ago. He was kind of doing decent for me.
Man.
I'm happy with him.
It's funny. I remember.
But yeah, good win for Newcastle.
No, I was just gonna say quickly, because I remember looking at who's gonna captain, and I was looking at Altamada, but then I was looking at stats wise. Guimaraes is more likely to actually bring a return. I was thinking maybe bring him in, but I was like, we'll see. But then when I saw him score, I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
Stick with my gut. But yeah, honestly,
man,
I think
FPL's
it's
a
been
funny old
forming
game.
his life now. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But we'll move into our next game. Everton 3, Nottingham Forest 0. Wow. One probably maybe a bit more of the surprise results. Not that it's a big surprise. But yeah. Milenkovic on goal very early on. Feel sorry for any of his owners. I saw someone captain him on FPL. Idiot.
Somebody captained him.
Yeah. Tieno Barry follows that up with his first Premier League goal.
finally
Very
got
well
one.
taken finish as well. And the man who can't stop scoring at the minute, Kiernan Dewsbury Hall. They call him Kiernan Dewsbury Points Hall because he's always getting hauls in FPL.
Makes me wonder though, like this guy was so not rated at Chelsea. He could not get a game in the league.
Genuinely.
Yeah, he was
frozen
always
out.
all right though when he played coming off the bench, things like that. But it shows you, man, what happens when players enter the right environment. And I think David Moyes is he seems to have done with Jack Grealish as well.
Yeah.
He's seeming to get really through to these young lads and I say young, they're not really young, but get through
Grealish
to
is 30.
get through to these guys and to try and, you know what I mean, get them on side for this season, and they've been fantastic for him. Both of them in this game even. Grealish was really good too. And yeah, the early goal settles it for Everton. Forest weren't really in it at any point. Yeah, it's looking not dire for Forest because it's an away game. You can lose these games. 3-0's a bit flatter into Everton, I'd say. But yeah, Barry finally off the mark, and he's immediately under pressure to keep it that way, keep firing, because everyone's just like, listen. Sorry, Moyes was like, yeah, we don't pay him to score 1 goal in 5 games or whatever it is. So yeah,
Interesting.
he's been good. What do you guys think of that game in general? Or you want to move on to the next route threes?
Yeah, I just feel like
Anything to say?
Everton really dominant performance. Forest just looking a bit more like what they were doing in that little mini era under Postecoglou in instances where they just didn't look like they were in the game whatsoever.
Yeah.
And it's just so annoying because I'm thinking, wow, like, look how this team from Merseyside took care of these, man. But then when they came to Nottingham Forest, when Nottingham Forest came to Anfield, they're just making a mess everywhere.
This is how it is. It's how the Premier League is this
You know what I
season.
mean?
It's how the Premier League is
Wow.
this
Same
season.
scoreline as well. It's like 3-0.
But yeah, one game where we've not really seen this kind of scoreline in the Prem a lot this season. Brighton won, West Ham won. Pretty late goals here. Bowen punished the defensive error. Good
Great
finish. Yeah,
The
man.
angle was interesting.
Yeah, well,
Great finish. And yeah, Jorginho Ruta with a very, 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 very late what's it called? Equalizer.
Yeah.
And yeah, to be fair, I feel like neither side would have been happy with the draw. I feel like because West Ham thought they could win it, and Brighton played really well in the game. It looked like Brighton were going to win it for large parts of it. It's one of them. You come away with them, both teams just like,
We'll take it.
yeah,
have to
should have
say
won. Both teams should have kind of won. But
I just say it's West Ham's ascension under Nuno Espirito Santos. I think they'll be fine this season.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they are finally getting the grip of things. Callum Wilson as well, want to give a shout out to because he's been
fantastic.
a guy who couldn't get a minute maybe the first couple months of the season under Potter.
Yeah.
He's now looking like a guy who's being trusted and as you said, right environment, but sometimes just the right manager.
Yeah.
Is what's needed for a player because he's been trusted.
100%. And that brings us to our last game of the weekend, which was a cracker, to be fair. I watched this last night. I thought, to be fair, when I was looking at the fixtures before the Sunday games, I was like, there's no way you can call this a Super Sunday, Sky Sports. This is just a Sunday. What was the early game? Brighton, West Ham, and then it was Crystal Palace, Fulham. I was just like, yikes. But I saw one of the best goals I've seen this season from Harry Wilson
Jesus
to open the scoring. Sorry, Eddie Nketiah opened the scoring, and then equalised from Harry Wilson. Brilliant 1-2, and then outside of the boot, improvised finish to the far corner. Yeah, great finish, great goal. And then Palace nick it with a late dramatic winner from their captain Mark Gahey. Man, that guy is an animal. He is so frustrating because I don't have him in FPL either. I think you've got both Gahey and Lacroix in it.
No, Gahey and Munoz.
That's it, Gahey and Munoz.
Munoz didn't play, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately. However,
Nathaniel Klein is still in the Prem.
Still running in and kicking.
And it showed how much the drop off is that they have there with Munoz. Allegedly out with a knee injury. However, there has been some statements, maybe possibly allegedly, linking him with an arrest that was made.
29-year-old,
Yeah, 29-year-old Premier League footballer arrested for assault. Apparently, he may have been that player. We don't know. We at the Shin Pad do not allege that he did this, but we are just saying that it was completely alleged. None of us believe that not Cunha. Munoz. None of us believe that Munoz has this within him. We think he is a very nice man. We think he will definitely be innocent. Moving on from that, Mark Gay, he scored the last minute winner. Yeah, man, Palace.
Yeah,
Palace, man, somehow in the Champions League chat, bruv. It's a mad thing.
Yeah, honestly, Palace, man. What is Palace probably been my which is it's mad to say, but I think they've been my Premier League team of the season. They across the calendar year, they are so impressive for what they have, for the money they spend, for the quality of the coaching, the man management, and they've also had they've lost going into last season. They've lost Michael Olise, they've lost Ebriche Eze this summer. They were about to possibly lose their captain on deadline day, but honestly, they've managed with all these outside noise and things like that. They've managed to just keep going, regardless of even winning an FA Cup as well against Man City of all teams in the final.
Yeah,
like Palace, they deserve it. I don't think they'll get Champions League football. I just think the race is too strong. But European football and back-to-back seasons, I can definitely see that for them.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, 100%. And I did say that towards when Eze was leaving them, I said that it looks a bit like one of those situations where I'm not 100% sure that Palace will be that much far worse off without Eze, and they're looking at they're doing all right, to be fair.
And his replacement, Jeremy Pino's been
he's starting to really do his thing. The Palace fans are warming to him. They're really enjoying him, and yeah, man, they look legit, man. Glasnow's doing a fantastic job. Looks like Bruno Fernandes has just scored for Manchester United. I don't know if the VAR
Oh,
will
whoa.
keep that in. Yeah, man.
Live and direct, guys. You see.
Live and direct. You don't get this anywhere else. But yeah, that wraps up our Premier League review from the game week 15 of the Premier League season, guys. We appreciate you guys as always. And we'll be moving on to our FPL corner.
Yes, indeed.
Lads, we had some mad ones this week, innit, bruv? Where was everyone saying? How was everyone's points?
I had my best ever game week the previous one.
I saw Mantle.
So anything that wasn't gonna line up in towards that was always gonna be a big letdown for me. Could say probably. I'll go for my team now for you guys.
Yeah. We'll have Will's team up on the screen right now.
Right. So 43 points for me. I played a 3 at the back, but Munoz didn't play any minutes, so it looks like my first defender is Mukiele is gonna come in. But you know, guys, you know how I do. You know how I do. I always leave points on my bench, and it's always a defender with a clean sheet. It always is, and it's a repeated issue because guess what? Again, the only time I bench Van der Ven, again they keep a clean sheet. I think he's been every time Spurs kept.
To be fair, you could have gotten his
he's on my
points
bench.
if you just put him on your first defender bench.
Exactly,
You need
but I
to
thought
order it.
Tottenham have no chance of keeping the clean sheet.
They don't have more of a chance than Sunderland that City.
I'm gonna stand by this. Yeah, I thought Sunderland had
Really?
a better chance of doing something.
Fair enough.
Because-
I hear it.
You know what I mean? Because I had Xhaka as my first bench option because I knew Xhaka always plays. So, and to be fair, I think he hit the post in this game against City as well.
he could have got a goal. Yeah.
So he could have done something. But obviously, as a defender in a free back, he wouldn't have come in for me.
No.
So he would. So Mikel, I can see looking back, you know, the foresight there. But I'll be honest with you, I just don't think Spurs had any chance of keeping a clean sheet at home.
That's fair enough.
And Van der Ven yet again, he's done it to me again, and I'm going to start him every other week of the season, except for the
Not gonna
fact,
get nothing.
you know, I don't know if everybody's aware, but we've got 5 free transfers. I think every single manager.
Yeah,
Has 5 free
everyone's been
transfers.
topped
So
up to 5 for AFCON. Yeah.
you know, guess who's a Dutch defender who's leaving my team?
Oh, El
And actually,
Capitan.
you can say 2 names: Virgil and Van der
Van der
Ven. Get out of here, man! Get these guys out of here, man. The experiment with Virgil is done. It's done. A bunch of guys again. Semenyo, mate. I thank you for that amazing haul that you got for me the first time I had you, but I just had to do the maths. Like 8 game weeks of just not doing anything, or maybe even more than 8. I was like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
Like, you know, he's got to go too. Walter Mother. Mateta, like, that's what I'm saying. I get all these guys too late, guys. You know what I mean? So I think I'm going to finish with 44 points. It's not the worst in the world, but it's really quite mediocre.
It's good to be fair at the minute. Still got a couple of guys playing, which could make things worse. Like Bruno just scored, so that's going to be.
I don't have anyone still to
who's
play,
got
to be
Bruno,
honest.
yeah.
Actually.
I've got Mbumo playing at the minute. My team will be up on the screen right now. I've got 48 points. A couple notable guys in there. 48, but I've got Timber to come on for Munoz, so that's another 3 points.
Fair.
We've got Chalobah with a big haul, clean sheet, DEFCON 3 bonus, very good player. Bruno G with his goal and bonus. Foden with goal and assist and bonus. I started Reinders. I thought he'd play again. He didn't start. Unfortunately, he put Senesi on my third bench. 8 points there. Enzo Fernandez, I got to get rid of him. Him and Reinders are the first two on the chopping block for me. Obviously, Thiago, Captain Haaland, everyone Captain Haaland, so it didn't really have that much of an effect. But yeah, looking at my team, it's in a pretty good way. I've still got my free hit to play. I've activated it, and I'm doing it this week. Playing my free hit this week. My team is looking very tasty. Hopefully, I can be sat here next week with 100 odd points talking about how much of a genius I am. I'm hoping. I'm hoping something like that can
I'm have to
happen.
respond.
But yeah, Alvin, what are you saying? What is your team looking like?
Very, very good week. Probably one of the better weeks. I got 58 points. My defense, except obviously Munoz, I jammed because I could have got Gahey. It was between the two, but I thought I was feeling a fullback sort of vibe. But you know, obviously, only blank in defense. But O'Reilly 6 points, Tarkowski 9, Senesi 8. Great returns.
Wow.
Vicario, of course, clean sheet.
Senesi 8.
Yeah.
Man, you got
You got DEFCON.
He's a DEFCON demon. That's crazy.
I just got rid of him like 2 weeks ago.
Everyone did.
Gosh, man.
Vicario, 6 points. And then Saka gave me 4. It's funny because I put Foden in.
Wow.
He got me 12, of course. And then it was between him or Haaland, who was decided to captain.
Yeah.
You think, see at home, with that, Haaland with that service as well. But like you said, it could be any kind of.
Haaland could have got a goal for sure. He could have easily got a goal.
Yeah, it was just
off the line,
save, I think,
off the line clearance.
Yeah, clearance exactly. Yeah, Rice got 6, and that was another one. People taking him out of the team because of his injury. Him coming off
against Brentford.
Yeah,
Right.
And he just got that from just DEFCON and bonus, didn't he?
Yeah,
He didn't even get like a goal or anything. Rice is a good player.
Haaland,
he's a good one to have.
Voldemard's another one. I'm kind of probably might be on the chopping block soon. I think he had a few good returns in a few weeks. I mean,
they've got good fixtures coming up though. That's what I'd say.
True.
Yeah. So yeah, but he's not looking like a goal scoring machine that he was for a bit.
Yeah, but yeah, to say pretty good week, like you said. Road to 100. I feel like it's definitely
man, for sure
on the horizon.
You got to push for those. You got to push for that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But okay, cool, sweet man. That's it from us at the Shin Pad Podcast, guys. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe,
Please do.
and as we always say here on the podcast, always wear protection. Peace.